Ladies and gentlemen, now a little bit earlier this week we had a hands-on look, thanks to the content creator program, at a 6-star rank 2 Professor X. But who cares about 6-star champions? We all know the real test of a new character is to see if the 3-star can get to and defeat Maestro in a pretty good time. So today we're going to be testing out the maxed out 3-star version of Professor X. He isn't like fully sigged up, I think he's like sig 60 something, so we got most of his benefit. But we are missing a little bit of prowess potency based on the opponent's power. So the damage is a little bit short of what it could be. However, I have a pretty good feeling about today's video that it's going to be moderately impressive. Although Professor X is somewhat tricky to play, man. He definitely does take a little bit of getting used to, and my skills aren't fully finessed on him just yet. But we want to get up to 100 channeling charges, and then we want to just start spamming those special attacks, man. Should be able to absolutely decimate this Hulk. Let's go for a couple of heavy chains here. Let's hold that for a second. I think we go for special 2. See if we can get an intercept here. Perfect. Another special 2, and if we can bang out one more intercept. There we go, man. Oh, that was a nice, tidy takedown of Hulk there. Hulk can sometimes be a bit of a pain just because he has so much physical resistance on that node. However, the majority of Professor X's damage output, I think everything aside from his first medium, is energy damage and not physical damage. So that is good in a matchup like that one where you got a high physical resistance node, but it's going to be terrible against a Havoc or an Ultron and certain other energy-based matchups as well. Let's go for this this Cosmic Symbiote. So we've got a bit of an ambush to deal with here. But this one isn't too bad. It's definitely one of the easier symbiotes. And in shorter quest, I think we just want to use the special 2 to burst opponents down. In longer ones, for the more fights you win, you get Cerebro charges, and you can use those to access an even more powerful prowess from Professor X's special 3. But here, I think we, yeah, like special 2 spam looks to be maybe the way to go. Couple of special 2s, you know, we've also got a couple of SP1s that we can throw off the back of that as well. But like every single fight, even doing the shorter rotation, it's plenty of overkill for the 3-star. So yeah, this character, man, is just very impressive. I really like Professor X. I think the really intriguing part about him for future content is that his prowess, I think, does stack pretty much infinitely. I don't know if it like caps out at 99, but I know it goes past, I think the highest I've gotten in just practice and playing about is about 27 prowess. So yeah, it is a little bit mad, man. It is a little bit mad. But once the prowess starts going up, the damage numbers are just silly good off the special attacks. And I feel like he's much easier and much quicker to get to like his bursty special phase in comparison to other characters that have a similar feel to them, like Namor, for example. Like you can see just how easy it is with like a few heavy attacks to get there. And it's also much safer on Professor X as well to throw those heavy attacks because of his falter mechanic. So, you know, once every 20 seconds, the opponent's going to miss for a few seconds, so that's really good fail-safe. And also, even if you don't want to use that for spamming heavy attacks, that mechanic's really good. Overall, for playing a little bit cheeky, but it can also act as like a fail-safe when you're intercepting as well. So say if you're learning how to intercept, that can just always be there for you as well. So yeah, like the more I play Professor X, man, and the more I think about this character, I think he's going to have some hopefully great uses throughout Marvel Contest of Champions. I'm glad that he doesn't have like any base immunity, but I think he's got like a new wave immunity of being like immune to reverse controls and, you know, doing all this fancy stuff to counter miss and evade characters as well. It's very nice. Like, it's super easy with this guy to counter evade champions because you've just got to be over what is it, 25 channeling charges, and that's very quick and very straightforward to get to. There we go, another special 2. And yeah, Magic's down. Pretty quick, pretty straightforward fight there. One thing to note about Professor X as well is that his hit points are actually quite low. They're one of the lowest in the game, just comparatively speaking. However, his block proficiency is actually a fair bit higher than average, so it kind of makes up for it in terms of his overall survivability, plus with the falter mechanic as well. Again, you can be very cheeky throwing in the heavy attacks in the corner, especially if you've got the falter failsafe active. So it does allow and open up this playstyle where you are taking less block damage than regular. So I think for the average scenario, it is going to be a win, but those scenarios where there's some sort of external source of fun and interactive damage, for example, Magic's Limbo, then yeah, it might overall be a little bit more annoying sometimes. But here we can just charge up the heavy attack to get our channeling charges, and go in for a 5 combo on Ronin, straight into a special 2. And again, the first special 2, you don't have any prowess, man, so the damage is really low in comparison to what it can build up to. But Professor X really is, at its very core, a high special damage ramp-up champion that can ramp up a lot, man, and those special attacks can absolutely god nuke. And I think the good thing is, I actually haven't tried the 6-star and something like Labyrinth or Abyss yet, but I know the special 2 does have lots of different components to its hit. So yeah, I don't know if it has some sort of, I think the damage being spread out is going to be good for scenarios where there is like a hard damage cap to fight against. So yeah, not too bad. But anyway, let's move on to the symbiote matchup. Let's see what we can do here. Let's fling this man back with heavy attacks. I mean, I'm really excited for Maestro, man. I'm going to have to play really, really well on Maestro if we want to get him down. I think we should have a pretty good time there. Also, like the falter doesn't trigger while you're blocking. You can't falter special attacks. It's literally only basic attacks. But here we can be very cheeky and just get a few heavies in. Oh no, we're not 100 channeling. It's a big mistake there, man. Wasn't paying enough attention on that one. So yeah, there's definitely stuff to pay attention to when you're playing Professor X, and he does take like a little while to get fully used to and competent with. And I'm getting there with the character. But if you, you know, you're watching this video and you do pull him from a crystal in the future, just expect that he's a character that you're not going to be able to immediately pick up and be sick at. Like, he does take a lot of practice if you really do want to master him and get the rotation down. Because he's kind of like a, yeah, much faster paced version of Namor. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff to pay attention to. So yeah, at some point in the future, we'll probably do a Professor X full detailed guide on how to play the champion. But it's basically like spam heavy attacks, and after your specials, you either want to like tap light to refresh prowess, or you can dash in and intercept to refresh prowess. Sorry, actually, I meant to say tap light or dash in to generate prowess, and dash back to refresh the prowess. So yeah, I'm rubbish at explaining this while I'm playing the champion, man. There's too much to pay attention to. Let's go for an intercept here. Straight into a special 2. And after this, we are going to try and bang out an intercept. There we go. Another special 2. And she is down, boys. Perfect. But yeah, you dash back after a special attack if you want to refresh, and you medium and light attack in if you want to generate a new prowess. So it's all about like stacking up the prowess and getting as much value from that as you can. And again, you see a lot more in longer fights. A lot of these fights are just so quick that we just don't get to his ramp up, man. Even his just quick bursty rotation gets a lot of the fights down. However, there's a bit of a problem against Iron Man and tech opponents. So against tech opponents, Professor X, he drains a lot more power while he's mind controlled. He only gets like a 40% reduction in comparison to like a 70% reduction. So this is bad news in tech matchups. It means that he's a lot less effective because you can't spam specials anywhere near the rate that you could in other matchups. So in this one, we definitely want to go for the special 3 prowess. Because the special 3, when activated, gives you a mega prowess based on the amount of persistent charges you have. And you get a persistent charge every time you win a fight, but you already start the quest with 1. So yeah, literally against tech opponents, man, you get like maybe 1 bonus special attack, but that is literally about it. So tech opponents are a bad time for Professor X. So So if you want a all-around questing team with this dude, you're going to need to definitely look at building or think about building in a pretty good cosmic character or somebody that can confidently take some of these tech matchups. Okay, here, I think we're going to need to refresh that prowess. Oh, no! Damn, we almost got Iron Man down there. I think I'm just going to get up to another special 2 to end this. I think it should be enough. Probably trigger both his regens, right? Come on, there we go. Perfect. So yeah, tech matchups, they're not a good time when you're playing Professor X, man. Like, again, it just gimps his damage so hard. So do just keep that in mind. But hey, what is it? Friggin' Magneto, man? Magneto's now great for the majority of tech matchups, now that I think about it. So yeah, mutant team, chuck in, was it Red Magneto as well? And you are laughing. I think he's got a synergy that further boosts up Red Magneto as well. I think it gives him, what is it, 15% more attack? So actually, they're going to be a really good questing combo. Because Magneto also has that bleed immunity. Well, not full bleed immunity, but 90% reduction to bleed and also 90% reduction to shock as well. So I think, yeah, they're going to cover each other's weaknesses quite nicely. For fans of Magneto and Professor X, it's going to be a pretty good time. And again, one thing I did mention in the early Cavalier Crystal opening for Professor X is that this man, something to keep in mind if you really do like Professor X, is he's in the next 5-star featured hero crystal, which I think is going to be in about 30 days time. So if you really want to, you know, your best effort at trying to get this guy, you want to save up all of your 5-star shards right now. And that crystal, in all fairness, is going to be quite banging. You got like Hitmonkey, Guardian, Sasquatch, Dragon Man as well. Airwalker is going to be in there. And Airwalker is probably the worst out of the 6 new champions. But even Airwalker, man, like, I enjoy playing Airwalker. He's not terrible. He's just, like, not as good as he could have been, potentially. But anyway, we have arrived at the big boy. We've got Daddy Maestro here. And let's see what we can do, man. This is, it's going to be interesting. Got the safety net of the Enquiries synergy. So hopefully that can save me from any bad SP1 plays. But we want to try and push this guy to his special 2 where possible. Okay, nice. That was a clean phase. Dude, that dashback animation, said it in the first video, I'll say it again, is like one of the best in game. It looks so good. Okay, nice. Oh, get a bit jarred by it. This fight, this is definitely a special 3 fight. Okay, nice. So yeah, here, this is perfect, because he's just above 2 bars of power. Which means that we dive straight in after this, and we try and burst him down. Come on! Can we get him down? Maybe if this crits. Oh, so close. Combo to block? Nah, not quite, man. Not too far off, though. Wow. He really did make Maestro his bitch, though. That was a really, really cool fight. 49 hits. Yeah, not too bad at all. So, yeah, I love Professor X, man. He's just super, super fun to play. I think he's going to have some great uses, hopefully, in future content as well. But, yeah, I'm excited for more people to get this champion. I think he's definitely going to be going out a lot in about 30 days time when they release that new featured 5-star crystal. So yeah, I'm buzzing for it, man. I think he's a really, really good addition, but also we got Apocalypse come around the corner, man, and some of the synergies that Apocalypse has, like, on paper, look wild. They look crazy, especially like the Wolverine and Archangel one, the Psylocke one as well. The Storm one looks crazy, both of the Storm ones actually. So yeah, I'm really excited to eventually play around with Apocalypse on the CCP and do some videos. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you did enjoy the 3-star Professor X gameplay, please do smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. But aside from that, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.